How much is $1 million life insurance a month? To the majority of us, $1 million is a substantial sum of money. The fact is, it's not for those with glamorous sports vehicles and large estates only. In the event of your death, life insurance is designed to assist the people you leave behind with their financial obligations. It may amount to $1 million in certain situations. Are you unsure whether that level of protection is appropriate for you and your family? And how much does $1 million life insurance policy cost in the first place? Here's everything you need to know. Is it possible to get $1 million life insurance policy? If you die while the policy is still in effect, your life insurance company will pay your heirs a lump sum payment of $1 million if you have this policy in place. Because there are no conditions tied to the money, your family may use it to replace your income, pay debts, or cover any other needs that may arise. If you want to get substantial insurance coverage, you'll need to offer your insurance provider a financial explanation. Life insurance is intended to replace money rather than increase it. Hence, insurance firms have a duty to ensure that you are purchasing a suitable amount. There are a number of variables that determine the amount of coverage you may purchase, including your take-home pay. Insurers want to know that you're purchasing a suitable quantity of coverage based on your earnings. In most cases, you may qualify for coverage that is up to 20 to 30 times your annual income. Your age. Generally speaking, the younger you are, the greater the amount of life insurance you may qualify for. Life insurance becomes more costly as you grow older, which is why it's best to get coverage as soon as possible. Your well-being. It is common for people in excellent health to qualify for insurance with larger coverage limits. This is because of their age and overall health. If you have health issues, no exam insurance is a fantastic alternative. However, the coverage levels tend to be a bit less generous. It may seem impossible to qualify for $1 million in insurance coverage. However, as long as you are working and fulfill the necessary age and health conditions, you have a good chance. Debt for medical care. Medical expenditures is a significant factor. Even if you have outstanding health insurance, unpaid medical expenses are likely to remain after your death. This relates to copayments, deductibles, and coinsurance. They may add up to tens of thousands of dollars when combined. However, things get far more difficult if you die of a terminal disease. Mortgage. While a property is a substantial asset, it is also the source of the homeowner's greatest debt. According to Experian statistics, the average mortgage amount in the United States is around $202,000. Thus, you might simply utilize a life insurance policy to repay that loan and relieve your loved ones of the burden of a monthly mortgage payment. Future obligations associated with your family. The following is a list of significant costs that your family is likely to face on a yearly basis or at some time after your death. College tuition rates. Transportation. Additional expenses you may need to cover. We've discussed the financial commitments that are likely to affect a normal family. However, some circumstances may result in less clear requirements. Entrepreneurs. Investor in real estate. Additional cash may be required if you are caring for an extended family member, such as an aged parent. When is it appropriate to get $1 million insurance policy? In order to make an informed decision about obtaining a $1 million term life insurance policy or any policy, for that matter, it is critical to determine the payoff amount that is appropriate for your needs. You want to purchase enough to ensure that your family does not experience financial difficulties in the future. You also don't want to spend more money than you really need. Your family may decide to use the additional funds for other financial objectives. There is no magic figure. However, a good rule of thumb is to buy 7 to 10 times your present annual income in stock. For those in the 9% of Americans who make at least $100,000 each year, a $1 million insurance coverage may be necessary for their protection. Think about how much money you would need to meet current and future costs if you weren't there to provide for your family while you are crunching the figures. These may include the following: expenses incurred on a daily basis, payments for a mortgage or rent, taking care of children who are dependent, expenses associated with a future college or education, debt from a credit card or other comparable source, student loan, final expenses. Everyone's circumstance is unique, but for many families, $1 million insurance coverage makes financial sense. What is the monthly premium for $1 million life insurance policy? The appropriate monthly premiums are as follows. Age 25. Male. Monthly premium $31. 25. Female. $23. 35. Male. $36. 35. $34. 45. Male. $90. 45. Female. $68. 55. Male. $238. 55. Female. $170. What is the cost of a $1 million life insurance policy in today's money? So, how much would a life insurance coverage for $1 million cost in total? Life insurance is much less expensive than the majority of people believe. In reality, the majority of Americans believe that term life insurance coverage costs 3 times or more than it really does. Personal characteristics that influence the cost of your insurance coverage include age, general health, any disease, policy type and size, anything else that might have an impact on your life expectancies, such as high-risk employment or daring pastimes. The duration of your policy's term also has an impact on its cost. So, consider how long you will need coverage. The majority of insurers provide term durations ranging from 10 to 30 years. A longer-term life insurance policy will be more expensive, but it will allow you to take advantage of your present age in order to lock in a cheaper rate for a longer period of time in the future. A shorter-term coverage, on the other hand, is less expensive per month. When the term ends, though, you could find yourself in need of further coverage. In that instance, you'd have to either purchase a new policy or renew your existing one. It would result in much higher premiums. Conclusion: you don't have to be a high roller to protect yourself in the same way they do. In certain cases, depending on your age, health, and the kind of coverage you want, a $1 million life insurance policy may be a cost-effective aspect of your financial planning. It provides security for your whole family.